if you look at a lovely map of the modern Kentucky, you'll see that there's this bit of it that trails off at the end and isn't quite connected, and that's very rude of it. So whenever we drew our maps, we tried to do a little bit better, but that spot still ended up as kind of a contentious spot between the mid-realm, Caer, and someone help me here. What's the place that Glenalbin split off from?
Meridies.
No, Meridies. There we are, Meridies. And Meridies. So seeing that it was, once they got up to a membership that, they needed to actually have this as a available shire, the three decided to have a fight over it, as we do in the SCA. So word got passed around, and when the tourney was held, from the mid-realm came 50 knights and all of their squires to come contest this little corner. And of course, Caer, not to be outdone, sent 100 of their knights and all their squires. And well, Meridies didn't get the memo fast enough. Something about roads. And so the one local knight from that area showed up, but no one else really did. But that's okay. And it was a bit of a drive for him, but he had heard whenever you get into that kind of northern area across the river, that there were bears. So that night, before the reveling and the feasting that happens before tourneys, he made sure to inform his squire, make sure you put all of our food up someplace safe in a tree so that, the bears won't get it. So the squire looks around the campsite, finds the biggest pot he's got, and, puts all the food in it, ties it up in a tree. Does his best noose impression. And so then the reveling begins, and all 50 of the knights get terribly drunk, and all 100 of the knights get terribly drunk, and this one lonely knight also has his good old time. So in the morning, they are all horridly hungover. But the squires are all still, relatively capable, and put themselves into their armor and trot off to the field. And the sides were a little strange, but at the end of the day, the Meridian squire was standing victorious atop the field, claiming this area for Meridies, which just shows that the squire of the high pot and the noose is equal to the squires of the other two sides.
Oh my God! Oh, incredible!
You're welcome. And this is why that little corner, Fox something or other, Fox's Hole, belongs to Meridies.